Toward an Age of Love, Dr. T.F. Chen's Neo-Iconography, a postmodern art for humanity's sake advocating a global new renaissance in love. Interview by Dr. Brown, CEO Friends of United Nations, Part 1.
Always there seems to be something new and exciting, and despite the fact that you are really quite busy working and writing and always conceiving something more exciting, this is very, very impressive. But in trying to reflect on your work and what I know about you, it would seem that you are really more than an artist, you are also an educator and a scholar. Tell us a little bit about your background and what are the forces that drive you in this rather exciting work of art.
I was a graduate from the Department of the Foreign Languages and Literature in Taiwan University. But my passion is to be an artist. I got the scholarship from the French government in 1963, and that is for me to study literature, to train me as a French professor. But my passion and my ambition still in fine arts, in creation. And I like the most Renaissance, that is the golden age of human history. So in 1964, when I was in Paris, the first trip I took was to go to Florence, Firenze. And there I was inspired by the masterpieces, by the spirit of that age which created Renaissance. And suddenly I got the liberation that now the whole humanity needs a new Renaissance, a global new Renaissance. So such kind of curiosity led me to research, so a kind of scholastic study and a kind of expectation, which leads me to formulate my cultural view on civilizations.
Dr. Chen, this is something that impresses and interests us very much. What are your cultural views on civilization? Is this the Neo-Iconography or?
I had formulated as a kind of simplified theory or cultural view called five-dimensional world culture. And that is in 1969. As you know, 1969 is the landing of the moon by American astronauts.
Right.
And at the time, suddenly I discovered this is not only just a big event for science, for technology, but a big event in human civilization. And
so it was interesting that you say this, because the astronaut who put his foot on the moon first time, so it was one small step for a man, one giant leap for humanity.
Right. And then I discovered that our cultural ecology is shifting from divergency to convergency. And the shifting point, the symbolic point, is the landing of the moon. If we like to draw a line to separate the ongoing period and our actual period, I think that in 1969. And if we regard Einstein as the most important person for 20th century, for the modernity, I think if we term that as fourth dimensional, because time to him is a fourth dimension.
Right.
So we may term our new age as fifth dimension.
The fifth dimension.
The fifth dimension. And for this fifth dimension, because the fourth dimension, the relationship of space and time is relative.
Okay.
And in Newton's period, they thought, at that time, mankind thought that time and space are not relative.
Right.
Time is time, space is space. But in our age, I think time and space combine together. Where? In our brain, in our soul. So somewhere, soul is a fifth dimension.
Do you have the elements of your theory of these five dimensions?
Yes, I have. So I classify the progress of human civilization in five steps. If we classify 20th century modern age as fourth dimension, our age as fifth dimension, then what is the three dimension?
Right.
What is the two-dimensional culture? What is the one-dimensional culture? I think we human beings are animals. apart of the animals. But when we know how to use the tool and we invent science, characters for our abstract thinking, then we separate it from the animal.
Right.
And such kind of separation of our civilization, that's one dimensional culture.
Right.
And with this separation, I think we developed into a kind of speculation in theory or in beliefs or anything. That means development of our civilization through characters, through science, through alphabet, through 1, 2, 3. All this. So with this, I think we enter into two-dimensional culture. And if we scope the whole all civilizations, I think the Chinese civilization based on the two poles of yin and yang, such kind of philosophy at the center of their civilization, I think is the best example of two-dimensional culture. Right. So that happened in the East. And at the same time, I think on the West, we have Egyptian culture. We have Greek culture. We have Roman culture. We have Judeo-Christianity. In this about 3,000 years, and then through the Dark Age, the Middle Age, and in Renaissance, these four main cultures around the Mediterranean Sea converged together and have a new life, new creation. And that is the Italian Renaissance, which became the base of Western culture. And as a three-dimensional, because they have God, man, and machine.
Okay.
As Trinity. So that's three-dimensional. And with this Renaissance, I think they emphasize, they highlight the ratio, nationalism, the reasoning based on the fact, on science. So with this science, we have we make machine, and we have industrial revolution. Then we have exploration through the whole world, and then we have capitalism, and we have the World War till 20th century. And with 20th century, I think because of Einstein, we have nuclear bomb. We enter into nuclear age, and that's post-dimensional age. And that is this age of divergence. Because if you can divide atom, we have nuclear weapon. The division in extreme.
So science was almost a symbol.
It's a symbol of the divergence. After the Second World War, Chen, the most important philosopher, he was Jesuit and at the same time anthropologist and scientist. He has a vision. He said, after the age of atom, prepare for the whole humanity an age of love. So I think in the first dimension, this age of convergence, an age of love, age of oneness. Because if you look at the Earth, our planet, from the moon or from the space, we are one. We are not divided. So such kind of photos taken from the space, I think just impact, give us an impact that we are one. And our Earth is so fragile, but so beautiful. So we have the consciousness of environment. We have to protect our environment. We share this small, fragile, beautiful Earth.
Excellent. And then I think you really brought it home to us by saying there's been a new consciousness now when we saw ourselves from space, that we are one.
We are one.
And this is perhaps this new unity.
Right.
That I think may become the driving force
right.
as we move into the future.
Right, and I think United Nations is a symbol of unity.
Great symbol of that.
I remember that the United Nations not only declare International Day of Tolerance, but declare the first decade of our new century as a
decade for the cultural peace.
For the cultural dialogue. I think this is a good change and good phenomenon for whole humanity. And I think it is time to mobilize to mobilize artists and the people of goodwills to work with United Nations. And I think because such kind of global concern, the consciousness, such kind of conscious awakening of global concern not only happen in the level of international, national or regional, but in individual too. I think this gives hope that we can mobilize, we can organize such kind of goodwill or citizen all over the world to work together with United Nations.
The United Nations, as you know, is pushing very, very hard
Right.
to promote the concepts of tolerance, to encourage cooperation,
Right.
to encourage a respect for diversity.
Right.
Is there a place for the artist in helping us move this agenda forward?
I think if we have opportunity, I think it is urgent. I think such kind of change in attitude of the United Nations encourage every chapter, every sector, every individual to involve in this campaign for peace, for tolerance, and for love, through everything, especially through art, because art is heart pouring. Art is a passion. Art is enjoyment at the same time. And art doesn't hurt everybody, but make everybody happy and conscious of the message inside.
In other words, you're saying that heart does not hurt, it heals.
It heals.
And let me ask you this. The United Nations has declared, as you know, the decade for culture of peace and nonviolence. But for this to work, we've got to engage the world in a new global campaign.
Right.
And we now have even more reasons to become concerned about the culture of peace and nonviolence. I would like to propose to you that as an artist, you join us in a new global tour, a new global campaign of art in the service of
No
peace.
problem. I'm willing to cooperate with you under your guidance.
Your message, the message is that you believe that the artist can design and develop those messages that might encourage us to become more peaceful and to build this culture of peace.